Hi there, I'm Beetlejuice from Reddit's Wicked Edge Shaving Forum, and today, in the interests of my face, not your face, for lack of a better term, we had a question some time ago with regards to how much prep actually contributes to the comfort of a shave. We've also had requests for or suggestions for those who are having trouble with shaves to try a cold water shave. It's dropped to minus 20 Celsius outside, and that led me to wonder, back in the day, like my grandfather and my great-grandfather and so on probably shaved in far more miserable, far less luxurious conditions than we did. This involves, I remember my grandfather talking about having to go and get an axe to get water to shave first thing in the morning. Now, of course, you'd boil the kettle and so on to do that, but for those special mornings when you didn't have time, not that, they were as pressured on time as we are these days, figured I'd do a double take on this. So I am not out of the shower. This is dry. This is my Fat Boy razor, loaded with a feather blade, simply because I've done feather blade shaves on this before. You can see them on my channel if you want to see a comparison for amount of crying and screaming. Here's where things get abusive. Right now, hold on, bear with me. This is a temperature probe. This is my Omega brush. That's the water temperature. 3.3.4 Celsius. There's ice in that water. Let's find out how bad it went. Because it wasn't always smiles and chuckles back in the days. Let's find out. I'm not looking forward to this. Oh, by the way, this is a dry face cloth. I don't cheat. It's not worth it. Somebody will spot it and call me out on it. So, the first thing I've noticed is it's harder to build the lather. Using Mitchell's Wool Fat, by the way, in case you were curious. Again, trying to change as few parameters as possible. It will be interesting to see if I can actually complete this shave. Take a lot longer to build lather out of this. Lather is, of course, looking different. Oh yeah, I should probably throw some water on that. My usual routine. Oh, crud, that's cold. And of course, you think back to, wartime or whatever. Standing in a trench in World War I with a razor. You probably didn't get luxuries like hot water, so you shaved however you could. And in case anybody is thinking of suggesting it, I am not doing a dry shave. Not ever. Don't ask. So, cold but not horrible. My face seems to have imparted a decent amount of heat into the brush. So. Now remember, there's no Mr. Glow, there's no pre-treatment. I've been out of the shower for over an hour. The only change that I'm making to this one right now is I am setting this to number 2 because, well, this worries me. So here we go. As expected, that's harsh. It's, can I use snappy? It's not gliding through the hair. It's just, you can almost, it almost feels like it's breaking the hairs as it hits. And just as a gut check, there's the temperature of the head of the razor. That's just from a brief swipe in the water. As I said, I don't cheat. One of the reasons why I don't see a lot of production value in my videos, never mind the fact I'm lazy, it's there's no edit cuts for the most part. The only time that you will actually see me do an edit on these is this camera will split video if it goes over 15 minutes. So unfortunately I have to pull it in and stitch it together. Otherwise I have to put up 2 YouTube links, and really I don't believe anybody has that much interest in this to be, oh wait, that's part 1. Have you seen part 2? Oh yeah, part 3 sucks. No, do part 3. Yeah, the hell with it. Do the whole thing and then you can complain about it. That way. Not that I've had complaints. Not really. So, this isn't horrible yet. An ice cold razor handle is something else though. So yeah, ugh. Other side of that was really cold. I'm using thought as I'm doing this. I should probably do one of these shaves outside in the dead of winter. Because, you know, I've done enough stupid things. That would be strictly Hollywood. There's absolutely no benefit to doing that. It's scrubbing more, it's taking longer, it's harder to get down to where it should be. Cold enough that you can actually see the condensation on the head of the razor. So that would be. Now again, when we say cold water shave, we mean cold tap water. We don't mean this idiotic, psychotic, I need my head checked routine. Again, this is the cloth, here's the gun. Not exactly your warmest But actually, once you get over the initial shock, it's not bad. Sure as hell wakes you up. And again, you want to be wiping down and away from the grain. So with the grain, sorry. That prevents hair follicles from being forced back up onto the skin. So this was no prep, cold water. Not my favorite shave that I've done. I've done worse. And I missed that spot again. Getting bad for that. Better. That's worth noting. As you're learning to shave, don't obsess over getting every little patch, every little hair knocked down and cleaned out. It's one of those things you will experience will get you further and correct a lot of these little misses. And as you just saw, like, you know, doesn't always happen perfectly for me either. And other than that, cold water shave, no pre-care. I am going to have a little bit of alum just as a sterilizer. And it's kind of stingy, but not horrible. I've done worse. It certainly doesn't hurt like a Dorco blade would hurt me. There you go. Cold water and no prep. Can it be done? Yes. Is it comfortable? Not really. It makes a large difference to be using your pre-soak and your pre-cure stuff. Really, this doesn't show you a whole lot. Like, I haven't ripped up my face, I'm not bleeding to the waist or whatever, but this has been uncomfortable. It's not really something worth recommending. The cold water shave is one thing, the no prep is another. The cold water shave is if you're having trouble with ingrowns, if the hot water shave isn't really working for you, that's one thing that you can try. The no prep is strictly for, because I've been doing this for so long, like wet shaving for 6 years now in client accounting, it's easy sometimes for us to forget, as the experienced shavers, what it's like to be doing this as a new guy. So this is a little bit of me realigning my empathy or my knowledge, if you will, because it's been a long time since I've done a no prep, no nothing. And yeah, this is, I picked the double edge because I learned the value of prep off a straight razor, because I went from electric to straight. So definitely your prep is very, very important. Don't skip it. And other than that, until next time, I'm Beetlejuice for Reddit's Wicked Edge. Keep 'em sharp.